be familiar with the writer Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was part of the Romantic movement that wrote a lot of stories and poems. Today, we will be examining one of his known poems, Annabel Lee. Annabel Lee was the last poem written by Edgar Allan Poe before his death in 1849. He sold the rights while he was still alive, but not published until after his death. Haunted as he was by the loss of many women in his life, including his young wife, who died 2 years before him, Poe often wrote about women dying. Annabel Lee is no exemption. Since the poem was written after his wife's death, it is believed that it was probably written for her. Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in the kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love. I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that winged as the raft of heaven, coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my pride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Now let us analyze the poem by answering the following questions. 1. How did Annabel Lee die? The narrator of the poem declares that Annabel Lee died because her love was so strong that the angels grew jealous and killed her. 2. Who was Annabel Lee written for? Annabel Lee is a lyric poem by Edgar Allan Poe, thought to be written in the memory of his young wife and cousin Virginia, who died in 1847. 3. What is the message of Annabel Lee? The central message of Annabel Lee is that love can transcend death. 4. What is the moral lesson of Annabel Lee? Love is a huge theme in the poem. The narrator and Annabel Lee fell in love when they were young in the kingdom by the sea. Their love is challenged by Annabel Lee's death, but the narrator does not give up on her, believe that their souls are intertwined and sleeps in her tomb at night. 5. What type of poem is Annabel Lee? Annabel Lee, in some way, is a simple ballad, that is, a narrative poem intended to be recited or sung.